Right behind me is the fastest car you can buy for under $10,000. What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another video. Now, in case you're new to the channel, I have 6 vehicles: my 2021 50, 2007 E90, my 2018 F30, 2016 B8.5 Audi, my detailing van, of course, the star of the show, my 2007 E92 335i. Now, I just picked this car up not too long ago for $10,000, and so far, I love it. Now, I've actually owned about 4 or 5 E90 BMWs. I'll put pictures of them all right now. My old E92 335i, my 2007 328, my 2006 330i, and my 2009 335i. And this is by far one of my favorite BMW chassis. Now, before we break down all the good and bad about these cars, let me show you what's done to mine. Before we get into that, I need everybody to hit subscribe. We're getting so close to 5,000 subscribers, which is crazy because I started this 4 months ago. Really trying to push for 10,000 by the end of the year. And I'm gonna be giving away this e-scooter and this e-bike to one of you guys. They're both brand new, never been used, valued at about $3,000 altogether. So if you like my videos and you want to see more, hit that subscribe button right now. We post all the time. Starting off in the engine bay, we got the relocated cold air intakes. These were $600. Charge pipe was $200. Catless downpipe was $400. 2-inch ARM outlets, as well as the blow-off valve, was about $400 for both of those. And the 7.5-inch VRSF intercooler, this was $700. Got an MHD Stage 1 tune. AFE intake scoops were about $100, I think. $60 for the grills. Icon Motorsports front bumper splitter was about $400. And the forged carbon Nelson Racing Wheel front lip was $1,100. Also got the carbon mirrors. These were $150. VRSF catback exhaust was $1,100 as well. About $300 for the wing and $200 for the roof spoiler. So as you can see, we put some decent money into this car. Not as much as compared to my other vehicles. You know, I haven't had it for that long, so we're working on it. Anyways, I'm assuming you clicked on this video because you're buying your first car and you want to buy something cool on a budget. This is the car. With the amount of money I've spent on the engine bay, this thing is pushing 450 horsepower. It is insane for a $10,000 car. Now, obviously, this car has tons of potential for pushing power, but that's not the only good part of it. Of course, the exterior looks insane for 2007. Such a sick looking car. The inside has tons of insane features as well. Starting off, these things come in red or black leather. Get a carbon wrapped steering wheel with paddle shifters. You come in an automatic or a 6-speed manual. This one's got the carbon F30 shifter. You get a great speaker system. You don't get Bluetooth, but you do get an aux. Push to start, heated seats. You also get tons of room in the back seat, along as a space for your phone, cup holders, and some vents. A dual climate control. A sunroof. I don't really like sunroofs, but I mean, it's still cool. I'm sure there's tons of other luxurious features that I'm missing. Next up is going to be how this thing sounds. Check this out. You can also get these in rear wheel or all-wheel drive. Me personally, I like rear wheel drive, but you know, something for everyone. I also have 3 all-wheel drive cars anyway. This is all-wheel drive, the F30 is all-wheel drive, and so is the Audi. So having 2 rear-wheel drive cars is nice. Now, obviously, maintenance and reliability can be an issue with these cars. This car recently had both the turbos replaced, which is good for me because I didn't own it at that point, and now I have brand new turbos. But you know, that's just the type of issues that you can run into with these things, especially when you try and push power. But with the standard bolt-ons pushing about 4 to 450 horsepower, these things can actually be pretty decent. It's when you push more than that and you don't maintain them properly, that's when they blow up. With that being said, you can obviously still have some bad luck, just like with any car. But from the 4 to 5 E90s that I've owned, I found from experience, as long as you do your research, who you're buying it from, and do your own maintenance after you buy it, these things last forever. Unlike Audis, I've had 2 that were horrible. The one I have now is good, but I've had 2 horrible experiences. Now, the feeling you get from the power is incomparable to my other cars. My Mustang pushes about 500 horsepower as well, but it is NA. It's a little bit heavier, and as you can see, it's a manual. Now, I love my manual 5.0. It's one of my favorite cars I've ever owned, but this is such a crazy different experience. It's got the same power, but when you feel the turbos kick in this thing, it's a whole different feeling. Oh my goodness. Even if this isn't the car you end up buying, I promise you, buy a turbo car. It feels insane. With that being said, having a turbo car means a whole lot more to worry about mechanically. Even the slightest thing wrong, like, you know, maybe a O-ring's cracked or something like that, can cause a boost leak. and then your car is drastically losing power. This actually happened on my old E92 335. Had all the same mods, pushed basically the same power, but didn't feel like that. And of course, that was due to a massive boost leak. Now, luckily, it's easy to identify when you have a boost leak because, you know, you're drastically losing power, but finding it is a hard part because there's just so many places you can be leaking boost from. I don't mean to scare you away with all these bad things that can go wrong, but I mean, it's just like any other car too. You know, if you're beating on it every single day, foot to the floor, like, stuff's gonna break. That's just kind of the price you have to pay, you know? Now, with all that being said, let's go hop in this thing and take it for a little rip around the block. Try and give you guys as close as I can to the feeling of driving this thing. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this thing started up, and then we'll take it around the block. In case you don't know how to start these, you just slide it in the slot here. Some of them you don't even have to, and then you just press the start button. This thing is actually ridiculously loud, bro. We're gonna let her warm up for a minute. It also smells horrible because there's no cats. I also definitely need to do something about these headlights. The yellow or orange, whatever, is just so ugly. My last 335 E92 had some green DRLs. It looked sick. I'll slap a picture in right now because it was low-key so tough, bro. I don't know if I want to do green again, maybe yellow or blue. I saw someone do blue. It looked pretty cool. It still needs to warm up a bit, but we're going to move it outside because it's making my garage smell horrible. Man, just wait till we get new wheels for this thing, dude. It's gonna look so much better. I don't know who put these bronzes on before me, but this is bad. Also desperately need to wash this thing, so maybe when we come back from the drive, we'll do that. Okay, so we are off here. My driveway's a little bit shitty to get out of, to be honest, but also check the Mustang out, looking so fire. But yeah, I mean, this thing's honestly so nice to drive. Like, you can hear the turbos, I think. I don't know, I can. I don't know how well it picks up on video, but it picks up boost pretty quick. Also, another thing to note about these cars, and I'd assume it's probably all, you know, Germans, maybe just any car in general, you got to drive them like every so often. Like, I try and drive it at least once a week, maybe twice, just because, you know, like, you got to get the oil circulating and everything. And, you know, German cars are so precise with the way that they're built that if you let them sit for a while, that's when you start getting issues. Now we're at a little stop here, so we're gonna put the paddle this way, and that's gonna engage manual mode for our paddle shifters. So now you just start going, and then obviously you just hit the paddle to gear up. But yeah, I mean, mine's in like pretty mint condition, to be honest. So it drives super smooth, but it's surprising how well a car from this year can drive, you know what I mean? I'm also not really one to beat on my cars though. Like, I think I like to take pretty good care of them. And it's so crazy how well you can hear the turbos on it. But yeah, I mean, the biggest thing I would say about these cars is definitely just drive them. The last thing that you want to do is let them sit for, you know, a month or something, and now all the fluids are stale, and it's just not going to run right. I learned that the hard way with a few of my other cars. I had one Audi especially. I let it sit for like 3 months, came back, started it up, man, the biggest clouds of white smoke you had ever seen. And I mean, I'm sure there was more that was contributing to that, but I mean, letting it sit for 3 months was obviously a huge factor. But anyways, let's give this thing a nice little wash because it is looking crusty. I also desperately need to wash the F30, bro. All my cars look neglected. They honestly are, bro. Like, I take super good care of the Mustang, and that's about it. Like, the other ones just sit, other than me starting them up once in a while. Yo, we just got this thing clean, and I'm low-key messing with these brown wheels right now, bro. Am I tripping out, or does this shit look tough, dude? Check that out, bro. Like, that is hard, is it not? Now, don't worry, we're still gonna get new wheels, silver or black, I don't know yet. But I just wanted to say it actually looks really good right now. We also desperately need to get these windows tinted, bro. This fishbowl is driving me nuts. So to fully answer the question of whether this is the best car you can buy for under $10,000, I'm totally gonna have to say it is. I mean, there's so many perks you get for that amount of money. You get luxury, you get speed, you get comfortability. And yeah, maintenance sometimes can suck. Sometimes you get a bad one. But if it's your first car, it's gonna teach you something, at least. You know, you're gonna learn about cars. You're gonna learn what to do, what not to do, what you gotta do for maintenance. I think that's one of the most valuable things this car brings, is just the learning experience of owning a car like this. The one thing that BMWs have taught me over the years is how to fix broken stuff. But with all that being said, I think that's gonna bring us to the end of this video. So if you enjoyed or you like the content, subscribe to see more, because we post videos just like this all the time. And with that being said, peace.